y'all, it's your friendly neighborhood panda here, back again with DJ.
Hey everyone.
we, we're exhausted, y'all, because we are on the last song of the Thunder Saga of Epic the Musical. This is the second half, the start of the second half. And if this is just the start of the second half, what are we in for, y'all?
I am sorry. You are going to drop what I can only assume what's being hinted as. Like you can't just drop a song called Thunderbringer with the way that the last one ended and expect our
Yeah,
brains not to go to Zeus. And if you are dropping
right.
Zeus in the first saga of this
First saga.
arc, they're screwed. They're not getting home. They're
Oh,
gone. They're done. They're finished. End
but
of epic. I don't know what to expect from this.
yeah, and there's like what, three or four other sagas still to come?
Yeah.
Like, geez. Okay, well, now, and it's interesting. I thought at the last one, the prophet's thing about Odysseus taking his last breath, I thought that was it, but apparently it didn't kill him.
True. True. So
So now they're stuck together after this mutiny has happened, and they're facing, oh crap, what we can only assume is Zeus, and now they're stuck working together. How is that going to work out?
I have no idea what to expect. But we'll find out, I guess.
Okay, pressing play.
Damn.
Pride is a damsel in distress.
Oh,
Yo!
come on. Daddy Zeus come to play. All right. That synthesized whatever that synth thing going on in for his instrument
Hmm.
is so powerful and sinister at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm
And
loving that.
the fact that Jay is so good with his composition of songs because it's exactly the same thing that I said right from the first moment of the Poseidon one and so many other songs when they have these big
Mhm.
moments. Jay makes certain songs just sound like video game boss fight music.
Yes.
Like the
Yes.
second this came in, this is the oh crap, grab your healing potions part of the
Hmm.
video game where you're like, I'm gonna have to play through this 50 million times. I'm just gonna get
Yes.
destroyed. He's so good at writing that kind of music for the important moments. That said, this animatic,
Ooh,
the
yeah.
fact that this animatic has like the full on, you can't tell where Zeus's hair finishes and the clouds start
Yeah. Oh yeah.
as a design choice, flawless. I've never seen anything do that before and I love it. um
And this is a new animatic for us anyway. We wanted to get as many animatics artists
yeah.
out there as we could.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's pronounced Duvet Bach.
Yeah.
Um, but Boxy,
Insane.
like, Lord, I mean, wow.
Knocking it out of the park with the animatic. The other thing that I'm adoring here, I freaking love, is yo, in so many of my reactions, because I reacted to a lot of bass singers, I make
Mm,
jokes or references around yo, they it sounds like Zeus. It sounds like, because he's a
uh-huh.
god of he's a god of thunder, you expect him to come in singing boom, this big, deep, bassy voice, Like
Right.
I think I made reference to in Poseidon's song that I was like, it's the kind of voice you expect from Zeus. The fact that he's come in and his first line that he's sung isn't this ground shaking deep bass thing. It's completely a swerve on what I would expect Zeus to sound like. And I low key kind
Right.
of love that. It's very confident, it's very relaxed and very fancy and a little bit higher.
Hmm.
And it's like, yep, you have to remember he's the king of the gods. He doesn't like he sits there up on his cloud relaxing. But
Right.
I
He doesn't have to flex in
no,
any way. He
exactly.
is the flex, right?
Exactly.
Apparently, a guy named Luke Holt plays Zeus, and
Nice.
it's a lovely, like you say, baritone. But like he doesn't have to flex it; he's just there.
Oh, no, exactly. And I also love this idea of drawing Zeus like an absolute snack. Everything I've ever seen him drawn as is like old man with a big beard and things like that, like
Right.
Disney's Hercules style. And
Right.
seeing him drawn like this, it's like, okay, I can understand how he slept his way through all of ancient Greece. I get it.
I mean,
But well, that and the fact that he didn't give a whole lot of people a lot of choice. But taking
yeah.
that horrible side aside, they made him look like a snack in this. Let's be real.
Mhm.
All right, let's go.
Pride is a damsel in distress, hiding away where only I can undress her. Trying
Damn.
she cannot to confess. In the end, it's all the same once I apply all the pressure. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall.
Ooh,
I
okay,
already
that's a lot to unpack.
I made veiled reference a few seconds ago to
Yeah.
him not giving women a lot of choice in ancient Greece when he'd go around.
Uh-huh.
Because there's the ongoing joke that 90% of ancient Greece's problems were caused by Zeus and his libido.
Right?
They are leaning into that. Like, the pride is a damsel in distress that only I can undress.
Yeah, it's interesting that like he's turning pride into he's giving it, a sentience. He's giving it like a person, giving it that metaphor of I'm the only one that like, and pride, it hides in the background, but I bring it forward and I make it known and I tear it down.
Yeah, and at the same time, it gives this kind of vibe because it's Zeus and because we know how he tends to treat women, giving
Hmm.
pride the idea of this feminine thing, like it's something that he can defile and something he can, like,
Hmm.
it adds a real kind of ick to the whole moment.
Really, it really does.
And I kind of low key love the fact that the voice actor they've gotten, the singer they've gotten, like I said,
Hmm.
he's got that higher voice, but he's singing it in a very well spoken way.
Yes.
He's pronunciating everything like he has an air of class about him, and
Uh-huh.
that just makes it so much
Makes it even worse.
worse.
So
Yeah,
much worse.
and this line of when you read the title Thunderbringer, you
Mm.
don't think of it as thunder bring her. That's how he sang that line. And if you listen to the lyrics, I'm pretty sure that's what it's intended as is thunder bring her to something something something. I can't remember what the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
line was, but when we
Not
listen to
sure.
it again, like the double meaning in it is so brilliant.
Apply all the pressure. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall. Lightning wield her, use and gild her. Show her what she can't conceal, for true nature will be revealed. Tell me, Odysseus, if I were to make you choose the lives of your men and crew or your own, why do I think they'd lose?
Damn.
Okay.
If I would
Yeah,
have
he's talking all the times like I'm gonna expose pride. Well, he's exposing everything.
Yeah, yeah, he is leaving them absolutely no secrets to lean on, and
Mm-mm.
like the fact that I genuinely 100% believe if you were back in these times in these mythologies, the one thing you
Mhm.
don't want is for Zeus to know you by name.
Yeah,
The fact that immediately he's like Odysseus. Why do you know
tell
me?
me.
I don't want you to know me. I don't want to be on your radar at all, Zeus. Thank you. I'm fine. Yeah, the fact that ooh, he's straight up saying, "Why do I feel like?" And again, he's talking about pride and like how Odysseus values himself and values his own wants and needs. And it's
Hmm.
like, why do I feel like your wants and your needs and your desires weighed up against your entire crew? I know exactly which
Hmm.
one will win.
Right.
And
Ugh.
he said it right at the beginning. He's undressing his pride right in front of him and
Mhm.
putting it on display for everyone.
For everybody. Oh
Absolutely.
boy.
The lyrics for this one, I feel like I will need to listen to it 5 to 10
Mhm.
times before I'll be able to really break everything down. Because I feel like everything that's being said has a point. Everything that's being said
Yes.
has a double, triple, quadruple meaning. And it's
Hmm.
one of those songs that, like, This would be the song from the musical where people just break it down and break it down and break it down. You come out of the
Mhm,
musical
mhm.
talking about it over and over again
Oh,
because
yeah.
damn, absolutely nuts.
Your men and crew or your own, why do I think they lose? Enlighten me, King of Ithaca, since hunger was far too great. I wonder who'd take the weight of the damned and suffer a gruesome fate. To the thunder bringer, here to bring your ears until you're deaf with fear, and spear you while your death is near. Lightning wielder, here to yield your time, for you have passed your prime. Sublime you for your act of crime.
I'm sorry. The line that he said there, I
Wow.
want to hear that chorus again because that line of thunder. What?
Thunder bringer, here to bring your ears until you're deaf with fear, and
Thunderbringer here to ring your
Bring
ears.
your
Yeah,
to
until you're
ooh.
deaf with fear. The
Well,
writing.
you've heard with a thunderstorm, it really does hit home because you've heard sometimes in a thunderstorm, the thunder and lightning is so close that it hurts your ears.
Yep, yep. And like he says, to do it till you're deaf with fear. The amount of times when lightning hits close to you and there's that crash of
Mhm, mhm,
thunder and it is
mhm.
literally like a gunshot going off near you,
Yes,
think like you could think it could deafen you. That
right.
line is just so well written. But again, the fact that the first time around it was definitely thunder bring her and then lightning
Mhm.
bringer, whereas this second time they're using it as thunder bringer and lightning bringer.
Yes.
I love the fact that they've managed to carry that motif through two different choruses, and yet the thunder part at least has two wildly different meanings from chorus to chorus. It is
Mhm,
so
mhm.
Jay is just a master writer on a whole nother level.
Well,
Um,
and then the Luke that sings Zeus,
yeah,
he has done again. It's talented people that Jay knows. He has, like you said, just he's so casually laying it out there what he does and what he can do. Like I said before, he doesn't have to flex. He is the flex, and it
yeah,
just makes it all that more terrifying.
yeah. Because at the end of the day, when you've overthrown the Titans, how is a ship of
Hmm.
men gonna like even
Right.
register on your radar? These are bugs standing in front of him, and he's laughing at
Right.
them.
Right. And
It's
one last fun thing that I've noticed, I've never seen, and this animatic is really cool. I've never seen his lightning bolt used as a whip before.
Yeah, the versatility of the way that he's handling this
Cool.
lightning is so cool. And again, the thought that's gone into this animatic of giving Zeus a completely different feel and a completely different existence is so
Hmm.
cool. The idea
Yep.
that you would stage this musical and Zeus would come out not looking like some kind of old wise man, but instead
Right.
looking like, someone who's young, attractive, sophisticated,
In
and
his
just
prime. Yeah.
dangerous. Just absolutely
Yeah.
dangerous.
bring your ears until you're deaf with fear, and spear you while your death is near. Lightning wielder, here to yield your time, for you have passed your prime. Sublime you for your act of crime. Choose.
Ooh.
Choose? Someone's gotta die today, and you have got the final say.
Damn.
You or your crew? Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? Does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does a reason become a rain? When does a man become a monster?
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Before he decides, I'm loving the callback here because Zeus is doing the same thing that he did in the with the kid, where that line, I remembered that line of the blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you have to do is choose is whose.
Yeah.
So he's
Mhm.
telling him again, something's gonna happen here. You just
Yeah.
gotta pick who's this gonna do.
Yeah. And the fact that we have two separate, well, three separate callbacks if you count that one as well. But we
Mhm,
have the callback to now the crew singing the lines of "When does a man become a monster?" You know,
mhm.
and on top of that, we have the callback to "I Can Take Your Suffering," which was earlier in this saga.
Right,
They're incorporating so much into this moment, and I am terrified right now because I'm pretty sure that in the prophecy section, I think that makes me know which one of them he's going to choose because it says something about how stained his like how much blood is going to be on his hands by the time he gets home,
right,
and I'm
right.
thinking it's going to be everyone's. And
Yeah, and I mean, imagine the crew standing behind him. They're hearing all of this.
yeah, and but at the same time, we've spoken before in this musical about how it's perfectly, and whether it's the Odyssey or whether it's the musical itself, it's perfectly put together in terms of if XYZ didn't happen, then what's
Right.
happening now wouldn't happen. If the crew hadn't just mutinied against him, maybe that's going to factor into his decision. And I don't know
I
whether it's
don't
going to
know.
factor into his decision of making him think I've gone too far, or if it's going to factor into his decision of, well, this you've pushed me to do this. You were
Yeah.
going to leave me on an island, you were going to abandon me, or do whatever to me. I
Or or is it a case like Poseidon? No matter what he says, no matter what he chooses, they're all dead anyway.
could be. This could just be all a fun little game for Zeus. Let's find out. Let's find out.
When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become unsafe? Does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does a reason become a pain? When does a man become a Captain?
Mm,
I have to see her. But we'll die. I know. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall. Lightning, wield her, use and yield her. Show her what she can't conceal, for true nature will be revealed.
So that happened.
oh God. Okay. I have a confession to make that I have read the Odyssey and studied the Odyssey many years before in school, and I don't remember everything that happens,
Uh huh.
but I do remember that Odysseus was the only one who made it back to
Oh
Ithaca.
God.
I didn't remember or I didn't realize this is how it would happen.
That he made the choice, and they saw him make the choice to
Mhm.
sacrifice them to get home. But I am I this the I ooh, to set us up for all the other sagas to get attached or like or not like or bond with Yuri
Right.
is his best friend, and then the way that they set this up in kind of the last song of him pleading with them, and you're like, oh, normal Odysseus is back. He's dropped the monster thing,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, he's still at that point of, nah, I'm done here. I can't do
It's
this.
all
I
about
I
what
need to get
he
home.
wants. He
Yeah,
needs.
I am legit. I
Ugh.
can't even give a reaction right now. I am legitimately in shock. Um, I can't believe he made that decision. Like, on one hand, you almost expect him to, but I don't get how we have another saga when you've just got like, how do you do a musical with just one character? Is it just
Yeah,
going to be, is every song just going to be him meeting a new person now? Is he going to find a different group of people to travel with? How is this going to progress? And
yeah,
like,
it's like, again, I don't know how he get like, but from here to when he washes up on the shores of Ithaca, I'm not sure what else happens.
yeah. And like, I'm baffled as well as to how he's going to get home now because his whole ship's been
Mhm.
destroyed.
Right.
I am I literally, this has deleted everything out of my head right now. I cannot put a thought together because I again, these epic songs of like the Poseidon song, the Zeus song,
Mhm.
these big crescendo songs are always mind-blowingly good in the
Yes.
writing, in the vocal performances, in the animatics. Everything
Yeah.
about them is mind-blowing. But both times, both with Poseidon and with this one, I am left speechless at the end of it. And again, I said it at the beginning, I'll say it again now. You do not want the gods to know your name. You do not want to meet a god.
No,
Every
no.
time they've crossed paths with a god, it's gone tremendously bad for them. And
Tremendously bad.
yeah,
Oh
I
god. Like you say, I'm stunned.
yeah,
I'm hurt, because it's one of those where, I loved Eurylochus just almost as much as we loved Polites. Even though Polites, it's fun. Polites only had one song.
yeah,
He's one of those characters that he hooks you right at the one. We've
yeah,
been building up with Eurylochus in this relationship and all these things, and yes, he made a mistake, but he fessed up to it. He's trying to do his best,
yeah.
and I
But the thing
to
that's
say like, mm,
the thing
yeah,
is as well, like we've said before about Odysseus making some stupid decisions or some decisions that didn't work out right.
mm,
And even with the going through the monster's cave, it was a heartless decision, but he's like, we need to get home. Whoever does survive will make it home. There's going to be sacrifices. I can
right,
justify that. This is the first real decision he's made where I'm like, unforgivable action. Like,
yeah,
straight up, this is just selfishness, greed, his own desire to get home over that of his men. Yeah, you're desperate to get back to your life. You're desperate to get back to your missus. Cool. So were all of them. Maybe they had people they
yeah,
love, maybe they don't, but they were all desperate to get home. And
yes.
they were following your lead. You're the captain. Captain goes down with a ship, and instead, you've chosen to sacrifice everyone for your selfish needs.
Well, and
This
the worst
is,
part about it, then those lines in there, Eurylochus said, "But we'll die," and Odysseus is like, "I know."
yeah. And it just goes to show it's the
Hmm.
same kind of cold decision he made going through that cave earlier in this saga, in this arc. No, this saga. Yeah, and like you gave him the benefit of the doubt when he was willing to sacrifice lives going through that cave because it was like for the greater good, some of us will die, but the
Right.
rest of us will get home.
Well,
But
I'm
this one,
wondering though, you said something about him being cold, this being a cold decision. I'm wondering if we like Odysseus has gone through I'm feeling too much, so I become cold and numb. And now we've crossed over to the other side that his emotion and his need and his grief and need to get home is now taking over everything.
yeah, um, pretty much, I think he's at the end of his tether at this point. He's lost so
Yeah.
much, and
Yeah.
he can't let that be in vain. But it's not about, as a captain, it should be about not only getting him home, but getting what's left of his men home. But it's
Right.
not. He's past that point. He's no longer a
Hmm.
captain. He's just a man, and he just
Hmm.
wants to get home, and he's not going to let everything that's happened be in vain. Which is yeah. Oh dear.
Well, y'all, we could talk about this for hours and
Yeah.
hours and hours.
Till our brains fall out of our heads because that would be what would happen.
My brain's
But
already fallen out of my head. I don't know about you, but anyway,
yeah,
um, thank you guys for coming along with us on this journey. This is what a way to start the second half, huh?
honestly,
Ugh. Well, we're gonna let this play out, and then we're gonna go, film the next one. But y'all, we cannot wait to see the next one. We're so glad you came here with us on this journey. Do us a favor and hit a like on this video and maybe subscribe to our YouTube channels. That'd be great. Go ahead and make sure you check out the original animatic creator. This is a new one that we haven't used for
yes,
Duvet Box, I think is the name of them.
yes,
Incredible, incredible
yeah,
artistry. Go check out those. Jay's channel. Get this man's music everywhere, playing on the radio, in the car, everything, because we need his goal. He said his goal is to try to get this to a stage adaptation, and we need that desperately.
Yep.
And also, me and DJ, we both have a Patreon. Okay. DJ will tell you more about his in his upcoming videos, but on my Patreon, I have two tiers. The first, you can check out early releases of things, you behind the scenes things. I have a Discord that you can get into. For the top tier, you can choose a guaranteed monthly reaction song that I pick on my, or that I cover on my channel. It's the original, and then I look at the cover of one. But if you are not able to do that, that's okay. Keep us going here on our YouTube channel. Like I said, by hitting the like and the subscribe to our YouTube channel. They keep us going. They help out the algorithms tremendously, and they don't cost you a thing. But in the meantime, we're gonna go and recover for a minute.
Yeah, breathe for the first time.
We're gonna go breathe and try to get to pencil in on our calendars when we're gonna do the next one. But until then, have a good day, night, morning, evening, whatever time zone you happen to be in. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.